Hello again everybody, this is Mark and we are back for more lessons. Alright, so we are still in the book Speak Out Pre-Intermediate. Now, before anything else, I would like to ask you a few questions. So, pause the video after I ask the questions so that you will have time to answer my questions. Okay, so here we go. First question is, what is your favorite dessert? And second one is, how often do you eat it? Okay, so after answering those questions, we will now continue with today's chapter. It is 6.3 and title for this chapter is, how are you feeling? So how are you feeling? Okay, so again, if you have your book with you, you can try to open it up and try to follow us with today's review. Alright? So, yes, how are you feeling? Okay, so today's vocabulary is about illness. Okay, so something that you feel that is not good. Okay, so let's try to check out these common sentences. Okay, so for headache, right, and backache, we usually use with the preposition a, and this one is a common sentence. You've got a headache, you've got a backache, or if you feel it, you can say, I've got a headache. Okay, I've got a backache. So, got a headache, got a backache. It's usually used together. Okay, got a headache, got a backache. Alright? Next is a cold and the flu. Okay, cold is you have a runny nose, right? You have a runny nose and yes, you don't feel good. A flu is you have a cold plus a fever. Okay, so a flu is like a worst thing that could happen when you have a cold. So first is you're gonna catch a cold, and if you don't treat it well, you can actually have the flu. Okay, so yes, let's try to see this sentence. You have caught a cold or you have caught the flu. So, caught a cold, caught a flu. Okay, so caught is the past tense of catch. So, catch a cold, catch a flu. Now, oh, I've caught a cold. Oh, I've caught a flu. Okay, so if you want to use catch, maybe you can say, drink vitamins every day so that you will not catch a cold. Okay, so take vitamin C every day so that you won't catch the flu. Alright, so yes, caught a cold, caught a flu. You can always say that. Alright, next. You have a broken, or you have broken your arm. Okay, break. Okay, you have broken your leg. That sounds really painful, right? So, yes, you can practice. You have broken your arm, or you have broken your leg. Okay, so try to practice. Maybe you have broken your wrist. Okay, wrist here. You've broken your knees. So any part of your body that has a bone, you can break it. So yes, you can say that. Oh, I've broken my arm. I've broken my hands, like that. I've broken my shoulder. So you can change this one. Alright, so it means breaking bones. It's painful. Okay, next is have a sore throat. Okay, sore throat. This is your throat. Sore throat is, of course, when you swallow, it is really painful because it's swelling, it's sore, right? So you can say you have a sore throat and a bad cough. Okay, cough is like like that. So bad cough. Okay, dry cough. You can say that. I have a dry cough. All right. So let's try to read. you have a sore throat and a bad cough. Okay, so usually if you have a cold, yes, you will have a sore throat and a bad cough, right? So next is you also have a high temperature. So your fever, you have a fever. Okay, high temperature, you feel hot. So that is already the flu, right? So cough, cold, and high temperature, it is the flu, right? So you also have a high temperature, or you can say you also have a fever. Okay, fever. Let's just write the word here. All right, so fever. So let's try to practice saying these sentences. All right. So first one. Oh, by the way, you can actually repeat after me, or you can read together with me. Okay, first one. You have got a headache. You have got a backache, right? You have caught a cold. You have caught the flu. Okay? For these sentences, let's change it to I. Right? The subject should be I. Let's try. I have broken your arm. I have broken my arm. Sorry. I have broken my arm. I have broken my leg. Okay? Let's try. I have a sore throat and a bad cough. I also have a high temperature. Or you can say, I also have a fever. Okay? So you can pause the video and try to rewind if you want to practice more reading the sentences. Okay? So now let's go to today's function. Okay, function is seeing a doctor. So when you see a doctor, this is the usual conversation. Okay, so let's try to read it. What's the matter? What's the matter? That means, yes, what's wrong? How can I help you, right? So the doctor and the patient should be you. So let's try to answer the doctor's questions. Okay, so as a patient, you can answer, what's the matter? Maybe you can say this. Oh, I've got a headache. Or I have a sore throat and a bad cough. Like that. So you can say what you feel, right? Next one is, how long have you had this problem? So how long have you had this one, this cough or this headache? So as a patient, you can answer, I've had this problem for about a week or for about 3 days, like that. Okay. Next is, where does it hurt? Okay, so where does it hurt? You can say, oh, my head hurts, or here, or you can just show your doctor, oh, it hurts here. Okay. Or it hurts in my stomach. I've got a stomach ache. Like that. You can say that. Next is, can I have a look at your head? Or can I have a look at your arm, your stomach? And your answer is, yes, sure. Or of course. Like that, right? Next is, it's nothing to worry about. Okay, so that means your problem is not very big. So it's okay, don't worry about it. So it's nothing to worry about. So maybe you can say, oh, thank God. Or you can say, it's good to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. Okay? Next is, of course, the last one is, I'll give you some pills, antibiotics, or medicine. Okay, so antibiotics is the strong medicine. If your illness is really bad, doctors give you antibiotics. If your illness is just like it's a headache, so they're just gonna give you pills. Okay, medicine is both. So pills and antibiotics, they are medicine. Okay, so pills not so bad. Antibiotics is for worse illness. Alright? So let's try to read and practice. this one, the intonation, okay? And of course you can follow me or read with me. Alright, let's start. What's the matter? How long have you had this problem? Where does it hurt? Let's say head. Okay, here. Can I have a look at your head? It's nothing to worry about. I'll give you some pills. I'll give you some antibiotics. I'll give you some medicine. Okay, so remember, if it's WH questions, the intonation is going down, alright? This is can, of course, it's going up. So, what's the matter? How long have you had this problem? Where does it hurt? Can I have a look at your head? So, it is changing. Okay, so try to answer these questions as well. And yes, you can pause the video and try to rewind if you want to review again. Alright, so before we end this video, I would like to ask you a few questions. First question, alright? When was the last time you visited your doctor? And second one is, what's the reason you went to see him or her? Okay, so of course you can write your answers in the comments below, or you can visit me here in Royal English to tell me your answers personally. Okay, so again, my name is Mark and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.